Bob Orr has been talking to his sources in Washington. Bob, what do you know?
Scott, we're starting to get a little bit better idea of how this may have gone down. We have a law enforcement source now telling us that the two devices that exploded, and he said they were devices, he called them bombs, were likely located inside trash cans near the reviewing stand. We saw that one picture, and also at another location along the parade, or rather the marathon route. In addition to that, we also are told by law enforcement sources that another device has been recovered intact and unexploded. If that turns out to be the case, and we have this on good authority that in fact they have this device in their hands, this will be important forensically. It will tell them how the devices were constructed, what they were made of, how powerful they were, and perhaps could have clues that would lead them directly to the person who put that there. On the subject of potential suspects, we have one law enforcement official, and I want to say, we want to be very clear here about what we know and what we're a little shaky on. We have one law enforcement official who has told us there is a surveillance photo of someone described as a male, we believe, carrying what looked to be a couple of backpacks in the vicinity of where these explosions took place in the minutes prior to the explosions. That's important because if they have some kind of suspicious person on a surveillance loop or on a surveillance photo, the FBI, the police, can circulate that there among all police agencies, perhaps even among spectators. How much they want to tip their hand, I don't know. And that could lead them somewhere. So these are big developments. Number one, they're now willing to say out loud they believe these were bombs. Number two, they think they were probably secreted in some kind of trash can. And that makes sense because after the explosions here, we heard about the warning to stay away from trash cans. And then very importantly, the third device, which we know about, an unexploded device, we are told has been recovered intact. That also was in a trash receptacle near the finish line. So these are just preliminary bits of evidence, Scott, but in the end, it might help point us the right direction here.
Bob, thank you very much. So that would be our first law enforcement confirmation that explosive devices were behind these explosions in Boston. And apparently, this attack was meant to be even graver than it has been. Two bombs apparently have exploded, but at least one other has been discovered by police. And in fact, our reporters being told that there may have been two other explosive devices that were discovered and either dismantled or disarmed by the Boston Police bomb squad.